Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk.
What are you doing?
How very gallant. But maybe you should try showing a little restraint.
Why are you wasting your time?
What? Hold on, don't... You can't just...
Is that meant to be a compliment?
Honestly, they'd make a cute couple.
Noted, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. Ever, really.
Well, no time for intros, it's time for the last paralogue. Can you believe that?
There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you. I see that you are struggling. Please calm down. The north side of the town is in chaos. I do not think we can advance.
Well, that might be unrelated to the chaos.
Hold the line against the enemies in the north, and focus our efforts on saving the citizens in the east and south.
All these cardinal directions always confuse me. It's just a coincidence that I don't turn the map around or anything like that. Anyway, we have Ignatz here doing his heroic duty to those citizens in the east, I guess. He's just going to pop into this forest, ignore all of those red lines pointing at him, and just get that avoidance boost. Here we have Hilda. It doesn't really matter where she's standing. She can just hit anything she wants. So she'll attack over here. And, well, never mind hitting anything. Putting everything in support boost range. I'll retroactively justify it that way. Raphael will use his 100% hit rate to help out with this Swordmaster over here. I think I actually got it right this time. And Balthus will finish things out after Raphael gets that Poison Strike hit. There we get the crest for style points. And now we have still Raphael in trouble. So we'll move Marianne up in front of him off camera, and then we'll have Lylith come over here to try and deal with the other lane that is undealt with, and it is now dealt with.
Shall we?
So she is just out of range of that other Swordmaster that could move in. We'll have Lawrence do his cardio over here. And we have Holy Knight Claude over here. Worse than Raphael, yes! Excellent, everything we could have ever imagined. Leone, can you clean this up, perhaps? Not fast enough to do so, but maybe you can put it into range to die on Claude's counterattack. Oh! Ragnarok is just enough, so we ended its world.
Ready for
and we have Ferdinand force deployed. He is a little underleveled compared to the Folden Deer, so we'll have him stay out of range for now. And Marianne here, tanking hits, ready to get in the boxing ring, and I'd call that she's ahead in the match right now. No one's knocked out. And oh, the sword hits a little harder to tank, but she is still fine. Ignatz, buddy, you're supposed to dodge. There we go. Alright, dodging the axes a little easier. We're hitting back with Haute Claire, so we're spending some of those charges on that particular weapon. I don't think we're going to run out before the end of the game. And a lot of enemies running around a lot of places. Let's just chill for a second before the game lets us play again. And Lylith is going to save these people, much to their chagrin.
Must lead them well.
But she is just sort of one shot, one kill right now. Well, not by them. All right, Raphael, you got Bernie as your backup, so we'll burninate the countryside, as it were. There's the Poison Strike, making it a little softer of a target. So soft that Marianne might be able to get the kill. Let's smash in for more accuracy, and there she goes. Yes, indeed. Otherwise, we would be in a bit of trouble because you wouldn't be tanking anymore. Balthus, you're a bow knight, so let's have you come in with a killer lance. That seems the most logical way we could use your abilities. And indeed it is. The crest again going off for style points. And I don't know about tough Marianne, because if he gets in melee combat and has them hit him, I think he'd be dead instantly. Here goes another Thoron from Hilda, standing in an illogical spot. Wait a second.
This'll be helpful.
Bolting? Now it literally doesn't matter where she is. She can just stay home. That's what she's always wanted. Fire coming down from Leone to finish off that poison sword guy.
Thank you ever so much for helping us. I don't know what would have happened if it weren't for you.
Your city would probably be slightly less on fire than it currently is. Here comes Lawrence, saving one of those killer knuckle charges. We appreciate that 300 gold he's saving us on the Black Sand Steel. Got a lot of stuff we have to clear out over here. Claude, let's equip you with Nosferatu before going in with an absorption. Try to simplify this task of sweeping everything up. And we don't quite get a level out of it. There we go. This should make things a lot easier. 68% isn't funny, but it is accurate enough, it appears. And our understudy Cyril gets a level out of it.
I've gotten stronger, haven't I?
You have. You're putting off your studies in the Brigid School of Sorcery, it seems. The Almyran School must still be tinkering with its curriculum, because you didn't get any magic or speed. Lysithea has some tough decisions to make. She's actually going to get in the line of fire of, I think, a wyvern up there. Ferdinand will meaningfully participate in this battle a little bit because he remembered to pack a bow. He has memories from past life or something like that. Ignatz can chop right through here with no chance of getting hit himself. And he's just going to stay right where he is. He can't benefit from the forest because he's flying, but I don't think he is in range to get hit by anything. Claude here. Oh, we'll get a crit with Nosferatu. Say, I'm not that useless. Look at how fancy my armor is.
The weak fall, the strong live.
All right, he can hit more often with his incredibly weak hits. Excellent. Wyvern coming for Lysithea, and, well, I don't know if I'd call that tanking, but she's alive. All right, more enemies coming in. We might need another gambit up there. And Wyleth actually in a fair duel over there, except the enemy has Poison Strike, so she would lose in that fair fight if it just kept going like that. Gambit up here, we actually need some serious firepower, so we're going to... Oh, it should it? We don't live in Shouldland, Ignatz. Oh dear, I thought you'd been around long enough to know that. Alright, round 2. We'll reset the RNG a little bit. Here we go with Leone. The 93 apparently was good enough to hit.
I'm all right.
Now we got a new roll, Ignatz, so let's roll that die again.
Let's bring them down.
Okay, that's the way you have to say it. If you leave any room for interpretation, then it will not work. So we got to fly you back over here.
Carefully.
And, oh, one of them is still active. So let's go ahead and link some horses. People love getting trampled.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
That's what you need to understand, Cyril, is the trampling. Okay, Lysithea, where can you go to be safe? Nowhere? Excellent. Okay, Lawrence, punch this guy out of the sky. 1 and 2.
A nobleman does his duty.
Yes, indeed you do. And Ferdinand,
Appreciate it.
just help out your buddy.
At the ready.
And Claude, you help out your buddy as well. He still has Nosferatu up. Oh, he can just hop into safety, so that is fine. Ignatz should be able to deal with whatever is coming at him. Raphael casting Kirsten's arrow. Not quite getting a kill off of it, but Bernie just will watch eagerly anyway. Well, you don't, actually, but I appreciate you getting the point of magic anyway. You're stronger mentally. Marianne, flip that coin. And it was a slightly weighted coin, so we actually win the flip. And Hilda is taking that "I'll just stand anywhere, it doesn't matter" lesson to heart. And we missed the first bolting. That is how we inaugurate things here on the Failure Emblem channel. Good getting into the spirit, Hilda. There's a lot of stuff up there. Okay, Lysithea. Oh, she's down, isn't she? Yeah, we didn't deal with that. How far back do we need to go?
Shall we?
Oh, Hilda, if you actually bolt over here and it lands, it didn't. Okay. So this will just be the same, won't it? Yeah, because this is 100% shot. What we actually need to do is damage that sniper enough that it dies when Lysithea counterattacks. So we need to do some things a little differently. We can back up to Ignatz getting healed. And so this should be a different role for Hilda. There we go, that hits. So if Lysithea can land her counterattack, then I think everything will be fine. So we have to try Kirsten's arrow again. 92 is pretty reasonable. Get that level over again. That's good. I liked that level.
Did it again.
You did, Raphael. Wait a second. Raphael is aware of the time jumps now?
I'll do my best.
He and Caspar are the ones controlling the time wheel? Oh, Marianne's coin flip didn't go as well. She used a different coin for some reason. So I guess Balthus actually has something to do now. We don't have very many safe options, so gotta spend some Iron Lance charges. That is completely fine. And Hilda's impressed. Balthus will take the wins where he can get them. Wyleth, come on over here. Think we're okay now? It all depends on Lysithea landing her counterattack. 80%. There it is.
I will not die yet.
Not this time. Not in this timeline, according to Raphael. Great dodge there for Ignatz. Can't win them all. Think that was the only thing coming for him? Still got a sniper coming from over there. Maybe Wyleth will have to backtrack and deal with that. We have another Ashes and Dust we can spend over here so that we can refocus our attention over to the left.
Still alive.
Okay, that guy goes down, and we freeze in place the warrior and the mortal Savant. We still have the assassin.
We're saved! Saved, I say!
Oh, that's a swordmaster, isn't it? Anyway, we are one step closer to the Ferdy shield. Have to spend some inexhaustible arrows here.
It won't be in vain.
But that one is actually an assassin, I think. And it is gone. We have Balthus over here with a bow. Looks like we're spending some fail not charges. We are just going all out for this final paralogue. And we get Balthus to level 37 for the trouble.
That's life.
Back in the Philosophy Club? Ugh. Thought we'd left your existential phase behind. Alright, Hilda. This is close enough for Thoron, I guess. There we go. Alright, butter it up a little bit. Leone, can you take care of this? Ragnarok, maybe? Okay. We only got a couple of these left, but one of them will do some work. Leone up to level 40.
I got cocky.
You did a little bit. I think Leone might have some of the worst offensive stats I've ever seen on a character putting in the kind of work that she does.
For anything.
Okay, Ferdy. Can you punch this guy out? No, you can't. Not in the traditional sense, anyway.
Exploit their weak spots.
But you can land a gambit, right? We have Petra here.
A boon for our
There we go. You're not learning magic, but you are learning something.
Greatness awaits me.
Okay, Ferdinand actually almost has as much strength as Leone, and Leone's level 40.
Apologies.
Get a little healing in from Claude, because he's not good for much else as a Holy Knight. Let's see. Neither of these can fight back, so we'll huck our Tomahawk. And do we want to stay right there? Move in closer? That is a little aggressive, but I think we can afford it right now. More wyverns coming in. There's just so many wyverns on this map. Good dodges there for Lawrence in the forest. Ooh, Marianne getting a Tomahawk hucked at her. But she actually came out ahead in that exchange, so that is the tank's job. Leone getting in a World Ender fight. And coming out worse for wear. Alright, does this Gambit pay off? No, it clearly does not. Alright, but everyone is still up and raring to go. Ferdinand, help Lawrence out. 2 damage, that'll be all the difference, I'm sure.
There's more to be done.
Yes, indeed, there is, Marianne.
My blood compels me.
And we get a crit for 99. Marianne indeed was angry. Raphael loves to see the raw aggression. It is the vibe he's been putting off for so long. I wonder why. Wylith, okay, we land that 58% crit, so we get to save some of the charges on her weapons.
That was amazing.
Actually getting a compliment from somebody. The raw, unbridled murder, I guess, is the only thing she can get any recognition for around these parts. Balthus can go in with a lance, maybe? 52% chance to crit on the killer one, but the brave lance will actually kill more of the time, probably. We still get a crit on it.
Go you.
Hilda has all the words of encouragement today. Leone is still carrying around the Caduceus staff, so we'll try for a Bolganone, and that takes the assassin down. Well, I hope it makes a difference, Leone. The guy's dead. It certainly made a difference to his family. Claude. Sagittae, still his more powerful spell. We don't land the crit on it. And that Almyran magic doesn't have the same punch that the Brigid magic does. Ignatz is going to go for a 79% chance to hit. Less comedy, more effectiveness. Gets Ignatz to level 39.
I believe I can do more.
You definitely can.
I'm really getting the hang
You
of it.
have before, and I'm disappointed you're not now. Alright, Lysithea. One more little warrior over here to take care of. We'll go in with the Axe of Ukanvasra.
No time for mercy.
And Merceus is a little offended by that statement. Now, where is Lysithea going to go? We do have to clear out this little pod down there. So she'll get started in that direction. Lawrence is going to do some forest hopping. And I told you that that 2 damage made the difference. No, it did not. I lied.
Too close for my liking.
Ferdinand did his best. You didn't need the crit, Lawrence, and that is the key Ferdinand von Aegir contribution. 4 shots coming in at Marianne, but she doesn't care. She's just going to hit back for 38 and be completely fine. So she took 24 out of those 4 shots, plus 10 is 34, so she actually dealt more damage. Neener, neener. Raphael actually taking 2 hits, so all of his physical brawn still coming in handy for something. He is still alive.
Looky there. Some houses are still untouched. Let's give him a good plundering, boys.
He's planning to steal that fancy shield from
let's
us.
make haste and go help them. Their lives may be forfeit if we don't get to them quickly.
Yeah, tactics, whatever. Alright, we'll heal up Ignatz again, since Claude is just our on-foot mobile healing unit. Let's get Ignatz down into this forest to get the party started, as it were. Get the avoidance boost, and yeah, it looks like he'll be okay. Only a small percentage chance to hit him. Hilda, just be wherever. We can bolt over here to try and help Ignatz out. Or try to get things started with this mage. If it moves in toward us, it's a little easier to deal with. Lawrence might actually just have to tank it. He has a lot of HP. He's kind of the Chansey of our little group. Big punch coming down for that sniper. And it is out. That area is now open for travel. We'll have Wyleth do a little bit of switching around. She forgot to pack her stick today, but now she has it.
Another victory.
And remembers that you can drive it through people, and they will not be very comfortable.
No strength left.
No. Well, actually, you have a ton of strength. It is health you're out of, but you can give some to Marianne.
I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah, you should feel good about healing Marianne. She deserves it. She's putting in a lot of work. Oh, 2 things coming at Lawrence. That might not go great.
Thanks for that.
Physic for Claude. Or just a regular heal. More enemies coming in from the north and going that way for some reason. Good dodge there. Ignatz can't quite get any damage, but you didn't take any yourself. Didn't attack Lysithea for some reason. That's a tad unusual. 1, 2, 3, and 4 dodges for Ignatz. Right, 2%. Doesn't manage to nail him. He's carrying around the chalice, so he gets a counterattack in. All right, Lawrence dodging all the magic, having a little dance party on the bridge. Even dodges one of those. And 1 punch isn't quite enough to get the kill, but of the 4 attacks that came at Lawrence, he managed to dodge 3, so I'll give him credit for all his moves on the bridge. All right, Hilda can't quite get the job done with regular Thunder or Nosferatu. Oh, the Levin Sword will do it, though, so let's save some spells, use a couple of Arcane Crystal charges, and get rid of that one. Raphael, looks like magic is going to be good enough to deal with the Wyvern. Drop that one right in the river. And Lawrence, is that a nerd I see? You know what we do with nerds around here. We punch them right out. And, well, we punch its face straight into the ground. Now Marianne can liberate the Ocean Shield. And, well, you don't have to do that, Marianne, but I appreciate it as you get to level 37.
I'm really gaining confidence.
You know, you have the bolt axe, I'll take it.
And it's all because you came to the rescue.
That is how Marianne shall be remembered.
I'm so glad we were able to help everyone.
Well, now we have to help ourselves, which is the most challenging thing. At least that's what my therapist says. All right, Balthus. All right.
Amazing.
Another win for the Philosophy Club there, as the Tides of Chaos help him out. Can we actually get a hit in here with Leone? We can. We can get a kill, even. Somewhat riskless, even if we get hit. Leone isn't in the line of fire that much.
How about a curtsy?
There we go. That sniper's down, and now we just have Lysithea's little friend over here. Let's go for the Killer Axe, and comedy achieved. It is down.
You lost that one.
All right, which direction do we want her to go? We'll have her come over here and help Ignatz out with this Swordmaster coming at him. 25%? How could that go wrong? All right, do some speed healing and repositioning. Oh, Claude is fine. He's 100% good and fine. More Wyverns.
If we cause enough chaos, we can do whatever we want.
You in the Philosophy Club with Balthus? Ooh, one of those actually landed. But again, we are good and fine. No problems. Lawrence, can you get rid of some problems? You can. 1 and 2 don't even need a crit to rub it in. 3 XP to get to the next level. Tantalizingly close. Swordmaster over here doesn't pose much of a threat to Lysithea, so we're going to go ahead and miss that crit, waste some Black Sand Steel. Cyril is going to remind us all that he exists, and that the winds from Almyran blow to make our enemies somewhat uncomfortable. Ignatz still, however, has to land the finishing blow.
My ambition unfulfilled.
What was your ambition exactly?
Yield! We were just
Theft?
following orders.
Getting the O'Shane shield? I don't even know if we're gonna use it, man. Ignatz, just fly up to the north. Our next ambitions are over there. Speaking of ambitions, Wyleth, can you win a coin flip? Yes, you can with our rigged coin.
It won't be in vain.
Well, I hope not. Ferdinand going back to his archer roots to deal 15, and Petra deals 13. So with all of the penalties that Petra got and the bonuses that Ferdinand got, Petra didn't quite match it. And Balthus didn't finish the job. I guess we wanted to give the kill to someone else. Claude? Or maybe Hilda. Hilda, move on up. Doesn't matter where you are, really. Thoron will finish things off.
Never let your guard down.
Indeed, with Hilda on the map, the enemies can never rest. Let's have Claude heal himself with that little skill he learned while he remembered how to punch. Still amazed that dismounted Holy Knights can't punch. So we're going to speed through some menuing, some repositioning to try and draw enemies out. Now we're back up here to actually do things on player phase. Fire away Balthus, get that crest activation again for no value. And clear the way for someone that actually wants to contribute. Let's stay out of the red zone. Oh, we're almost out of mini bow charges, it appears. So let's just waste some silver bow charges. Oh, yes, waste indeed. Oh, we still gotta kill that thing. Hilda, can you make it happen? Thunder, 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 cats. Okay.
Can't afford to slack off.
All right then. Now we can put Lawrence up front. We'll boost his dex up, and we'll put Ignatz in a forest and just see what happens. It's coming for Lawrence. We get 1 dodge and 2, and we even get a cheeky little punch in, and Lawrence gets to level 39.
My skills are rising to my status.
Indeed they are. Look at that. Strength and speed. What kind of dream is this? Get the Marianne copter to go off. All right. We're in a pretty decent position right now. We have Claude off on box opening duty. Get some stat boost items out of it. Raphael can't quite finish this thing off, but now we know Marianne can. Just get in the little punch that we know she is known for.
There's a way forward.
Yes, indeed. We're just opening paths there, Marianne. Thank you for understanding. Leonie is protected, as is Raphael, by Marianne standing in that exact spot. Wyleth is angry that anyone would dare dodge an arrow last turn.
Amazing.
And it is amazing that Wyleth has contributed, isn't it, Ignatz? So we'll heal up, we'll reposition, and now we're ready to engage the northeast corner. Well, not quite. Marianne doing more of the tank thing, blocking that pathway.
At the ready.
And Claude, just come on over here and heal yourself up. Yeah, that's a good contribution for you. Just a couple more enemies over there. Claude's gonna die if we don't kill this thing. So I guess we ought to do that. Here comes a Volganon out of Raphael. The Poison Strike takes it down to 3. I think we can deal 3 with a little punch. Yeah, there we go. Double the amount it had left. Now we'll do some healing here on Marianne.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy is an utter failure, but our tactics are doing pretty good. So we'll fire away with one of our few mini bow arrows. Didn't get a crit, but Hilda can still clean things up. And now, Hilda is the master Gremory with some defiant magic of her own. Let's just wait around here. Lysithea, come on in. Ignatz is going to be the one taking the initial hit, or hopefully not, given all of his avoidance. Good dodges there. And Leone has Nosferatu ready to take some of that HP back, and perhaps more than she actually took. Okay, Raphael, let's have you melt this guy down. Just a little miasma. Sink it into the swamp.
That's another one.
And Bernie gets to level 28.
Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
Well, it'll help you deal any damage should we have you swing your sword. I think she's almost as strong as Leone is. Silverbow takes down the Wyvern. And now we can cautiously move forward because we have some Canto to hop back to safety. So we'll flip a terrible coin, still win the flip. Balthus just riding the tide of chaos. Ferdinand doesn't really have the flexibility to move in. Ignatz could try a similar move, but I don't think we have the range to hit and go back to safety. Hilda, let's just get some support action in. These are just going to keep coming, aren't they? Okay, maybe they'll stop if we off this fellow.
Go on, boys! Riot to your heart's content!
What boys are you talking to exactly? I don't see anyone around here to crack open a cold one with you. Alright, so Raphael can come on in and finish this guy off, I think. Just a miasma will get the job done. Not even going to comment on it.
I'm not the only bad guy here.
Yeah, we're all shades of gray, whatever.
We give up. Have mercy. That guy made us do it.
Aren't you dead? Did you come back from the dead? Okay, Wyleth. We have to repair this thing anyway. Why not just completely wear it out?
I must lead them well.
And we get our entire experience point. Ferdinand making another contribution with his gambit. Hopefully. Oh no, it's a plan? You never call it a plan. That's the only thing we have to know. Okay. It actually worked this time. Get a pass. Hilda, come on in with basic little thunder to wear this one out. Now they should be fairly simple just to knock out.
Don't you know who I am?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't personal.
Indeed, more comedy.
You did it.
Part of the Ferdinand Von Ayer Variety Hour is maximum comedy. Smash coming in from Ignatz off this little dodgy person. Okay, then. Still have some issues to sort out. Like this Wyvern. That is definitely an issue. The Fail Knot can take care of it if we land the 79. And we do. Got to repair the Fail Knot, but don't have to repair Balthus' dead body. Lawrence is set to take a shot, so let's see how that goes. It goes great. Now we have a lot of moving to do with that crew, but we can come back here and see if we can land a crit to off this sniper that dared come at Lawrence. And it did indeed think it could best you. That is why it attacked. What is our next move? We'll move in a whole bunch of random directions, do some things that don't make any sense. And finally, top things off with a 15 damage little bolting out of Hilda to see if we can get that mage to come at us. And Claude has finally caught up after box opening duty. Lawrence can't dodge them all. And now we got some other friends coming for us.
I can still fight.
Yeah, I hope so. We got a nerd over here that needs your attention. 1, 2, takes him out.
I'll tolerate no
Stuff him into a locker. Hilda, we're actually going to have you do some melee Nosferatu. Somebody was a fan of that. Killer Axe fails to get the crit, but we can free up a melee slot right in front there. So we got the powerful Almyran wins. The moment we didn't really need, Claude, is the one you get.
You're relentless.
Yeah, way to make him feel better there, Lysithea. Let's get in support range there. And then we can move in with Wylith. Perhaps the Killer Bow will do us some favors, and it will indeed today.
All is going to plan.
And Wylith goes to level 41.
I'm stronger than before.
Keeping all those levels to yourself, as usual.
Hey, look at you.
Indeed, look at those numbers in comparison to everyone else's. Yeah. Spend a few more charges on Failnaught, because we had to fix it anyway.
Wonder there's a bounty on my head.
Yeah, because you're using all our Umbral Steel. Do a bunch of moving. Oh, Raphael's still stuck in that quadrant. Okay, Wylith, go in with the Silver Bow, just deal some damage. Leaves it with 33. Who can deal 33? Claude, can you do anything meaningful? Maybe if you land a crit with the wind? Nope, not this time. We already had your moment. Move on back in shame. Who can deal with this? Balthus, maybe? Let's close in with curved shot on the mini bow. Does exactly enough.
Bow to the king.
Now we can move you slightly forward. Hilda got a bolting. That'll just hit. There we go. Takes it down to 25. Should make it a lot easier to clean up. Move on forward. It should come for us, despite not being in range. Oh, and it's bringing its friends, so that we get the first move on them. Excellent bit of maneuvering from us there. Balthus can finish it off. Hopefully he'll actually land the hit. A lot of crest activations for style points and no value whatsoever. Move him a bit forward for support purposes. Wylith can't quite get the kill just off of a natural silver bow shot, so we had to flip our coin.
Impressive.
But we are coin flip champions today. Ferdinand, go act like you're helping. Yes.
Shall we?
Now, Lawrence also has a bow. Huh. And he won't quite kill it, but it's close. And now Hilda can just use a Nosferatu, assuming that she hits. And indeed she does. So our three-part plan actually ended up working out. We'll put Ignatz in position to dodge, do some healing and repositioning. Maybe Leone, Raphael, and Marianne can take the southern route coming up. So far, the Ignatz dodge plan was working. There's a little crack in there, but he doesn't seem to be in serious danger. Now we got a little cluster of units after Claude finds that secret book. I wonder what kind of secrets are in there. Leone is going to get herself in a little bit of danger. So we don't have an Ashes and Dust left, so we'll just try to open up that little pod to someone else's gambit. Where can Ignatz go? Just back here. I think we have a pretty good gambit here on Hilda. So let's put Nosferatu on her just for safety. See what the Resonant Lightning can do for us. Oh no, an idea? Those never work. Why would you have one of those? Can we still pull this out, is the question now. We may be in some serious trouble, but we do control a choke point, so we might be able to deal with that a little bit, so we get rid of one of the warriors. Lawrence can come punch out a nerd, or we can set off some explosives. We haven't done that yet this episode. No, you had an idea too? Damn it, Lawrence! Why do you keep having ideas? Used our linked horses. So all we can really do now is the power of prayer. Well, that didn't work out. Yeah, this is bad, is what they call this. Yeah, we to take those ideas back to the drawing board. So I think we still do this.
Allow me to demonstrate.
We land a crit there, saving us one arrow in that silver bow. Now what do we want to do?
Shall we?
So I think we should just attack with Hilda. So that Thoron hit.
Shall we?
Will Lawrence's idea pay off now? Still got the explosives. Can you, though? Okay, we didn't call it an idea. It's all good. Whatever we did worked.
Let's make this quick.
Now we can move Lysithea in to take this magic guy out. Mage, if you will.
Not die yet.
Decent form.
And now Lysithea... she's going to get attacked by that sniper, too. She might be able to tank it. Let's see if Balthus can improve our odds any. Well, he can just get rid of this warrior standing in front, and yes, if you let him live, you would have died a lot. You get to level 38.
That's life.
And you do not want to give up that mantle of the Philosophy Club, do you? You really want to hold on to that.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see if this works out. So, one warrior coming at Leone. Doesn't manage to double her. That's always nice. Oh, dear. We're getting gambited, and we dodge it. So I think everything will turn out fine. Sniper battle with Balthus. His defense actually working out pretty well, but that guy's using a longbow from not long range. Just a little miasma here from Raphael takes it to 6. Never mind, takes it to 1, and Marianne...
My orders?
I think we will just do things a little bit simpler with Leone. Use a Nosferatu, embarrass it a little bit to death.
Who's next?
Who's next is that warrior up there, though it'll probably get killed. Wylith actually gets stuck with box opening duty. Lawrence uses his title, shoves it down that guy's throat. Now we can move Hilda in to deal some damage to this remaining warrior and not get a level out of it. Certainly not. Balthus can take the kill.
Wonder there's a bounty on my head.
People really out for the Philosophy Club, huh? We stash you in the corner? No? Alright, but we'll put you in a slightly more sane place and then do some repositioning to try and end the mission.
You better not stand in our way.
Were you walking in this way? Because that's the only way that Lawrence would be in your way. All 4 punches. Take him to a place where maybe Ferdinand can end the mission. Yes, indeed. Fading blow on these steel gauntlets here. TKO from Ferdinand.
And after I went to all the trouble of killing that noble and stealing his treasure.
So we get to steal it back now, right?
Father, no! So we were too late after all.
It's a very different attitude than we saw in 3 Hopes. Lance of Zoltan. Okay, excellent. I don't know if anyone can use that. Maybe Claude. And the O-Chain Shield. Excellent. Well, Wyleth is certainly not going to hold on to that. After 20 turns, the Ferdinand Variety Hour is finally over. All right. That's the end of the paralogues and the end of my first semester of law school. I feel like things went about as well as they could have. I won't know my grades for a little while, but I feel like my professors were a lot better than Wyleth, and I put in the best effort I could have. And that's all any of us can do. So, I'm hopeful, but we'll see.
I've got the gist of it now.
The Folden Deer here
put this to the test.
are nearing the end of their journey, so if you have thoughts on who the S support should be for Wyleth at the end, please let me know. If you have any other thoughts on what you'd like to see out of the final missions, please let me know. I think I'm going to do something a little different for the final missions in this route than the last couple, so I'm excited to share those with you. Here's Assas Sylvain, excited to share a lot of things with a lot of people. And we have the Almyran School of Sorcery getting to a more advanced stage here with Cyril the Warlock.
I passed.
As he remembers that he also has to survive magic. We see a lot of the skills getting to their final forms. The main cast members have been getting to their master classes, though that may not be where they actually end up. We've seen Claude as a Holy Knight. That is going quite poorly. A lot worse than he was doing as a War Monk. So we might have, just for the sake of necessity, to put him back into War Monk
I'm getting the
so that
hang
he
of it.
can punch again.
Growth
If you've been looking at the
sustains
stats or being the very helpful chat member that has compiled the levels, you'll see we have some pretty bad stats on some pretty important characters. So it's interesting that we've lived this long. Well, we're not done with the main missions. Here's Fort
I
Merceus.
delivered our letter to Fort Merceus. I don't think they suspected anything.
What did you write in the letter?
Death and destruction. I can't wait to see it.
I knew I was right to entrust that task to you.
Look how disguised we are.
Reinforcements have arrived from the capital. They clashed with Alliance forces in the outskirts of the city, but should enter the fortress soon.
We're literally in here right now.
Let them in. Make haste and slaughter them all.
This guy gets it.
Huh? Why?
This guy does not.
They are enemies. Slaughter them all. I will not say it again.
I think you actually might, knowing you.
We made it in. Professor, take control.
Where'd that
from
horse
the
come
south.
from? Get rid of that.
I have my own tasks to do from here. There are preparations to be made for our secret plan.
Your secret what?
After all, we have Cyril here among our allies, and he was born in Almyra.
Hey now, don't drag me into this.
Well, fine. We'll find some different Almyrans.
An impregnable fortress is a wide-open prairie once you get inside. From
Disagree.
here, we'll attack from the north and south at once.
First of all, look at the grass.
No different than a prairie,
There isn't any.
You've got a strange head on your shoulders, kiddo.
Again, this guy gets it.
For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in a meadow, right?
Well, goddess or death god or whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
Now let's look at some green squares. Maybe that's what they thought the meadow was. Well, I'm not sure we'll be sticking around long enough to worry about reinforcements too much. Lysithea is going to get things started by saying, I shall be the only armored entity on this map, aside from Marianne. There we've got the fancy lion on the shield. As we improve Lysithea's magic power, luckily she has that bolt axe to use it with. Looks like we have a problem shooting everyone over there, so we'll have to deal with that eventually. Ignatz is going to get his avoidance on, and, well, they're not the only ones with siege weapons. We have Hilda. So let's see what we can do about this Cavalier that's going to charge Ignatz. Not much. Not a whole lot. So let's reposition and get ready for the oncoming wave. We have Claude the Holy Knight. Gotta put that horse away. What can Claude get done over here? Ooh, straight nothing. Wow, that is sad. Okay, hide, Claude. Hide amongst the Almyrans. They'll never see you. Okay, we got the enemies have to do a whole bunch of repositioning coming out of the meadows there. Okay, Ignat's not doing as much avoidance as I would like. Okay, he stays alive, though. He knows what it counts. Okay, how about Claude's defenders here? Not dead yet. Spoke too soon. Very dead. Nadir is going to not take that loss lying down and get rid of the fire orb. This is a bit more of a fair fight, it seems. Claude would help, but he's a holy knight right now. Balthus is going to flip Wylith over there, and Wylith is, I think, going to solve this ballista issue. Ballissue, if you will. Yep, she's going to do it in one shot.
It won't be in vain.
And I don't think they have anyone ready to take it over. Meanwhile, almost all of our characters can pick up a bow, except the ones that are good at it.
You're in my way.
Aren't they, though, Cyril? Cyril was, in fact, the secret Almyran plan all along. We have Petra, his mentor,
Seems I've improved
helping out, and he actually improves his magic.
Amazing. Not
Not quite going the Brigid path, given that his speed isn't his dominant stat by a whole lot, but he got more magic. Raphael, can you get any magic? Of course you can't. Yes, you did. That's been what you've been doing, getting the physical stats instead, for a long time. At least you're consistent. We'll have Ignatz pop over here to fight the next Cavalier. And Lysithea, that's a bit dangerous to get in the middle of everything. Let's just keep shocking some reinforcements. Get a paltry amount of experience and then hop in this non-dangerous square. Claude's going to offer a light tactical suggestion to the Almyran Cavalier up here. And it is still alive. But now it can't get killed by another unit in melee, so Claude helped. This one coming after the Almyran Wyvern. And everything's great. Yeah, everything's great. Coming after Wylith, she fights back, even gets some vampire arrows out. And Nadir is going to continue his little rampage, just cutting right through. Easy as 1, 2, 3. That Claude just saved you. They might have a better strategy, but we have the better tactics, apparently. So, gotta take the wins where we can get them. Alright, Hilda. Why don't you just fire a Thoron so you can support everybody everywhere? That should help Ignatz finish this thing off. Hilda gets level 39.
I still have a long way to go.
With those sorts of levels, you'll be there in no time.
My orders?
Leone can come up, and we have this scary sword master we gotta deal with. Let's try to end its world, maybe? No, we'll just try to burn it up. Then someone else has to hit it. Lawrence can come in and 1-2 punch this guy to death. 1 and 2, there it goes.
Wasn't personal.
Oh, and Mercy is here to say hello to her brother and not know what's happening.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy, we've been over that distinction. It's been a couple years since we talked about that, I guess, but
All is going
we're talking about tactics right now, and your tactic is to kill that guy.
Steady now.
Ignatz, chop on through.
Still alive.
Yes, indeed. If Ignatz dies, we're in some real trouble. Okay, yeah, I think you're in for another fight. Claude is in some crap here. I'm not sure what to do. I think if we put him here, he might be able to live. If we Nosferatu, see how that white tome fair helps him. Alright, Marianne, go ahead and shock through here. Lysithea, stay out of the main fray of battle up there. Okay, we can invite out the monster. I think that'll be okay. More reinforcements coming out. They came at Nadir. That doesn't seem like a great decision for them. I think Nadir might have the reinforcement situation handled on his own. Okay, monster coming at Nadir, also not getting a whole lot accomplished. These ones smart enough to come after Claude. That is not good for Claude. Oh no. Okay, this positioning didn't work out with that RNG.
The dreams of men don't amount to much.
Yeah, the dreams of your cape to actually cover you also didn't work out. Rerunning that with new RNG didn't work. So I fear that we're just going to have to go back and reposition Claude somehow. If we can't get him to live, we have to go back a long time and reorient our whole strategy to be extricating Claude. He's in range of more enemies now, but I think with their movement, the first one to attack him is going to block off access to all the others. So I'm hoping this will work out. So Marianne still gets to take that out.
Let's make this
Lysithea can just move up here. Alright, this still happens with Nadir. And this guy should also go down the same way. More mages. Armor stuff. Monster attacks Nadir. Doesn't get damaged, even though that clearly hit in the animation. Okay. So Claude has to not get hit again. Alright. Our ploy paid off as the other one went for Nadir, and that one can't get to Claude anymore. So it goes for Ignatz, who apparently is not quite as legendary as Nadir, but is doing a good enough impression. Lawrence, also not a legendary hero, evidently. Nadir chopping on through, actually gets hit. That could be the end for him. This Almyran soldier getting a little ahead of itself, trying to solo that monster. That one has the right idea. Right, Claude, we really need you to live, buddy. It's literally a requirement of every mission that's left. Oh, Flame gets a level. Isn't that adorable? No, you don't.
At the ready.
Are you, though? Got a box to open. Okay, Ignatz, help a brother out.
No mercy.
No, Mercy actually is here. She's just an adjutant. Let's just move Ignatz over here, doing the best to fit in with the Almyran Wyverns. Marianne and Lysithea have to hold off this whole platoon. So let's shock that one to death.
It's done.
Yes, it is. It is well done, in fact, after getting fried by the bolt axe. So we'll have Marianne and Lysithea block that portion of the map off. And now we have to try and deal with this monster before we can move into another segment of the map. So Balthus is going to open things up. I think Lylith remembered her stick today. Yes, she did. trying to poke through that mask.
Let's go.
Cyril doesn't have a stick, but he does have a lot of friends that can attack from longer ranges. So, oh, Hilda can just be wherever and hit whatever. Oh, she can already hit the Death Knight. Let's see, we want to crack this. We're even going to double it with the Hilda Thoron. Excellent. So that'll crack down that barrier, giving us another free attack. So we should have Leone move on in, use the rapier to just poke through. And now we can have Raphael move in and use Kirsten's arrow to break all the barriers down. And then we'll be able to crack down the health bar with Lawrence. Oh, that is a depressing little sliver. Lawrence prefers to hit it when it's fresh. But, you know. Yeah, see? We're a little ahead of ourselves on this one, but now it is no longer protected by the barriers and cannot attack us. Alright, is Nadir done? No, I don't think that was Nadir. That was another random Almyran ally. Monster coming at Lysithea. She can tank it just fine. The platoon is splitting up since the monster is blocking their access to Lysithea and Marianne. Okay, Nadir is still okay. He's taking a pretty big risk attacking this monster, given his current state of HP. The Almyran soldier is actually helping us out. Claude, open the box. An Aurora shield, wonderful. Balthus, what can you do? You can go on in with the Killer Lance and get Vantage, which we never remember exists.
Just a scratch.
Okay, Balthus, though, now has his personal skill active, so that might be relevant. Lawrence, now it's time to do your thing.
An offensive sight.
1, 2, and we need one more to get the kill right away, and of course he gets it. We can hear Mercy zapping away in the background.
Amazing.
Takes out the whole health bar in one attack. It is amazing, isn't it, Hilda? Now his friend Raphael is going to help out with that HP situation. And, well, it's time for some Almyran allies to get some Almyran assistance. Leone's going to pitch in too. Isn't that great? Okay, let's reposition. We're going to have Lysithea and Marianne tactically retreat. And Nadir's still okay, cutting through another round of reinforcement. Okay, one monster does not hit. Excellent. Okay, Marianne can tank the monster hit and hit back a little bit, leaving it at a funny amount of HP. Got the platoon coming for us, and some assassins also coming out. I don't know what aggroed them. Okay, Nadir is at 3 hit points. He must have been studying with us, knowing that all you need is 1 hit point and a chair. Okay then, Claude, go ahead and heal yourself. How useful. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. That's the technical term for it. Let's use Thoron to get maximum support and not accomplish anything independently. Gotta make sure we don't do that. Leone You also provide support for the gambit we're inevitably going to need to use. Melt that one down to slag. And I think we have to call in our legendary hero, Ignatz, over here. Try and hit as much as we can. I think this is the best spot to land it.
This should work.
Do we live in Shudland today? Today we do. We didn't a little while ago. Okay, Ignatz, just pop on up there. Now it should just be a matter of mopping all these up.
Should have seen that coming.
Clearly they didn't. That must have been our secret plan all along. Is Cyril going to get a real kill here? Yeah, he's going to take out an assassin.
I fight for Lady Rhea.
Yeah, whatever. You fight for Petra. We all know it. We see it. Lawrence is going to get a little aggressive here. He has opportunities for comedy, and he takes the first one he gets.
Too close for my liking.
To impress Merceus, I guess. Gets him to level 40. He's impressed me, too. You don't have to exceed it. I'm already all in. That assassin can't hit anyone right now, so we should be free just to get a little aggressive. Wyleth can fire in and take out this white mage. She has to tank a Seraphim.
It won't be
So she's out a little far. Balthus, can you just fire at this? Take it down to 8. It's not an immediate danger. So that's just asking for trouble if we go right there, but Balthus has that increased defense, so maybe it'll work. Let's have Marianne and Lysithea continue to run.
The time is ripe.
Is it?
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
Yeah, you do that, Claude. Okay, Nadir misses for once. He really is not looking out for himself. Okay, we may be able to end the mission if we can get enough firepower to the Death Knight. Okay, Nadir, you're scaring me. Okay, Almyran soldier, still good.
Now's our chance.
Oh. They stole our tactics. Nadir is down. Marianne still going strong against this monster. She is running out of HP a little rapidly, so she may need to trade off her shift with Lysithea. Wyleth getting a little angry at this guy, but not able to kill it. Leone has some other ideas. Melt this one down. Okay, Balthus. Huh. That defense boost really came in handy. Maybe the Gambit lowering the attack helped too. This Almyran soldier just giving himself away. Interesting strategies that they've got. Tactics, excuse me. Okay, let's see if we can just get to Emil here. We'll heal up Wyleth. And we will thunder this thing away. It didn't seem very hard. You just had to vaguely mosey in this direction. And now we can have Lawrence open the path all the way by punching a nerd straight into the Death Knight. Okay, Leone now can't get quite close enough to actually attack, but can get in some shots on this Fortress Knight. Now Wyleth can engage the Death Knight. I don't know if Ignatz can get here to finish the job if she doesn't.
Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
And yet, you don't actually die if we kill you here. Right, looks like Wyleth went straight for the headshot.
The appointed hour is at hand.
Shouldn't hold your scythe like that. It's going straight through your arm, dude. Get another Dark Seal? Not sure who we'll give that
He's
to.
hiding something. It's annoying to do what he's telling us to, but we don't really have a choice. After him.
I thought the whole point was to kill him. I don't understand what's happening. Though that goes without saying. Lawrence MVP. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate you turning out. I'll be attempting to finish the series over my break between semesters here, so I'm really excited to share everything with you. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time.